We're speaking with Jimmy Johal, who is running for City Council in this year's 2018 civic election in Kamloops. Jimmy, are there any social justice causes you're personally active in, or at least interested in?
I'm very interested in hunger, food bank, food insecurity, mostly making sure that people are taken care of when there's no hunger in Kamloops.
Do you support a living wage for all working people?
A living wage is very important. I also believe that we should make sure we maintain our tax rates so that people don't get pushed out of way. With increased wages comes more expenses. We got to make sure our value of our dollar at $15, still 15, and doesn't go back to 12.
Food banks first appeared in Canada in the early 80s, and their usage has only increased since then. Why do you think that is?
The unfortunate thing is Kamloops especially in Kamloops, we're experiencing a lot of hunger. There's a cost of living has increased, and when people are spending most of their earnings inside to live inside their homes and shelter, we have less to spend for food and entertainment and everything else. And it's definitely affordability of homes is our number one issue, I believe.
What do you think is Council's role when faced with epidemics like the fentanyl crisis or the lack of affordable housing?
Council's role is very important. We have to make sure we always keep continually working with different levels of government, such as the provincial government, federal government, and also interior health. We also, with affordability, we have to continue to focus on increasing the amount of availability in Kamloops for homes. When we have less than 1%, people can pretty much charge whatever they want, unfortunately. And we have to make sure that doesn't happen and create an atmosphere of fairness.
Okay. And what would you do on council specifically to help eliminate homelessness?
Number one thing is we have to advocate and make sure everybody's being taken, their needs are being taken care of. We need to work with mental health and interior health authorities, and not only give them a place to be, but give them a place to live and enjoy in Kamloops.
What do you think is a city councillor's job when faced with controversial development projects like Ajax?
First of all, that is a provincial issue, and it is in our backyard, so it makes it our issue. It is important that we always listen to our public in general, engage with the community, and see how they feel. We should have definitely allow opportunity to come to Kamloops, and I believe the whole process should go through the provincial line and everything else. But don't lose the opportunities.
What do you think is a reasonable income for a top earner in our society?
A reasonable income for a top earner in our society should be anything that is a drive for them. It could be, that's a tough one. That's the toughest question you gave me. I don't even think I want to do that one again. But,
well, some people refer to it as a maximum income or
a maximum income can be changed. If somebody does multiple things, they're obviously going to earn more income. So it's a very difficult question to answer because it depends how hard that individual works. So a top earner could be working for 3 hours a day and maybe they don't deserve so much. But if somebody is working 100 hours a week, they possibly deserve a lot more. So it should be more based on work ethic and how much they can handle and do. So,
who do you think should be the top earners in our society?
Top earners should be anyone with a drive, who has motivation and wants to fulfill a dream. So.
Okay. What do you hope Kamloops will look like in 20 years?
Oh, Kamloops, I hope it turns into a beautiful city. I want to make sure that everybody is connected together as a community. I want to make sure that the north side, the west side, everybody has a place. I want to be back in the days where we used to walk around the streets, talk to our neighbors. I would love to live that again. So.
What are your thoughts on the current state of public transit and transportation infrastructure in Kamloops?
Transit, there's a problem I believe in quite a bit. I used to be the senior operations manager for a gas station. We used to run 11 Petro-Canada stores. And the unfortunate thing is we had over 100 employees at any given time, and they were unable to work for us because the transit system did not allow them to leave work or come to work on time. We've watching people having to give up work for mobility issues and transportation is the most unfortunate situation we have here in Kamloops, and we definitely have to look at that. Nobody should give up on work.
Once elected, what will be your top priority? Are there any burning issues you want to see resolved or finally addressed?
Well, the number one thing is we got to build our economy, get everybody jobs, careers, and make sure that we have a livable city, and stop the 2% tax increase every year, because that is not sustainable when people have been on fixed incomes, minimum wage, no job. We have to possibly even freeze in pay for multiple years. We have to make sure we stop that. So the biggest priority is making sure safety infrastructure is actually put in place, and such as sidewalks, lighting. If somebody requests for it, let's have it on the books and make sure it gets done.
Okay, when you said the taxes, the 2% increases, was that property or commercial, or you
For
want
both.
for both?
For both. To stay competitive, to draw business here, we have to make sure we stop increasing taxes on businesses. We have to make it sustainable. Once we add taxes to individuals and people, we're actually making them contend with not only their other increases in life, we're making them actually contend with their business and their work career and their home. And we have to make sure that we understand that 2% is not sustainable every year.
Great, thank you. Good luck, Jimmy.
Yeah.